So Accumulate is using what was originally created in the Factom protocol and carrying that forward, which is this two-token system. So what we have is we have the normal cryptocurrency sort of token, the ACME, which is a tradable token. It's the token that those running the validator nodes, and when they're paid staking rewards, the staking rewards are paid in ACMEs. It provides the tokenomics that run the network, that make that pays everybody to keep the network running. But the problem that most blockchains have is that you pay for services on the network with that same token. So your cost of using the network, the price, the real world price of using the network, can vary tremendously by 1,000% over a few days, if not over a few hours, which makes it really difficult to build a business model. So we solve that problem and some other problems by creating a second token, the credit. And the credit is what you use to pay for services on the network. If I want to create an identity, creating an identity requires a certain number of credit tokens, and that's set, and it doesn't vary. And doing anything requires a certain number of credit tokens. Writing some data requires these credit tokens. The credit tokens are, number one, they're not tradable. So they're not a cryptocurrency. I cannot trade them out of the address that they're created in. And so this means one of the problems it solves is organizations that would like to use a DeFi app, would like to use a blockchain, a public blockchain, but are prevented from doing so because for regulatory reasons or because their risk committee just said no, they can't touch a cryptocurrency. The credits are not a cryptocurrency. You can go to a store and use your credit card to buy them for dollars, so no cryptocurrency involved, and then use them to use the network. So this allows organizations, solves the problem of organizations not being able to use these sorts of applications because of restrictions around cryptocurrency. At the same time, because the number of credits you need to do a particular action is fixed, your cost to use the network is fixed, and that's because the way you get credits is by burning the ACMEs, and the protocol holds the conversion ratio constant, so that however much it costs me to buy the credits required to create an identity today, it'll cost me the same to buy those credits tomorrow, the next day, or next year. This holds the cost of using the network constant, and once I have those credits, I've got the number of credits required to do the operation, and so I just have them. They're more like coupons. So the two-token model solves the problem of organizations being able to use the protocol if they can't touch cryptocurrency. It solves the problem of variable costs. And then finally, because the tokens are not tradable, you can, for example, if you have an IoT device that needs to write things to the protocol that's out someplace, you wouldn't want to necessarily put tradable tokens out on that device to pay for it writing to the protocol, but you can have a pot of entry credits. Since they're not transferable, they're not a honeypot. A hacker, it would do them no good to hack in because they can't transfer the tokens out. The only thing they can do with them is use them to pay for services on the protocol. So it solves the problem of using the tokens and using the protocol in places that might not be as secure. It makes it more convenient to use the protocol.